Hey guys, so Booktube-A-Thon is over now, which is sad, but yesterday was day 7, and I am here to now update you on just the last 3 days that I didn't get to update you guys on, and I was just gonna wrap the whole thing up and just go over what I read and just stuff like that. So the first book is Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets by J.K. Rowling. And I took my time with this throughout the week because I'm in the middle of writing out my book discussion, and I really wanted to go slow in this reread. And yeah, of course I really enjoyed it. This is the only challenge I completed, which was to reread a book, which kind of sucks. It sucks a lot, but you know. So I read this book, which was 341 pages. Next, I picked up The Selection by Kiera, and this was 327 pages. I really enjoyed this book. I'm sad that I waited so long to read it. It was so wonderful. I really liked the main character. She's this really stubborn, just really strong girl, and I just really enjoyed her character, and I liked the prince in this book, and it was a really good book, and I gave this 5 stars. Then I picked up the novella The Prince by Kiera, and I think it was 54 pages, and it was enjoyable. It was just kind of one of those little light novellas that's just a chapter, or not even, of a different person's perspective, and this time it was in the prince's perspective, so it was nice. It was just, I just read it in a few minutes. And then I picked up The Elite, which is the next one. After this, I think the third one comes out, I think in the spring of 2014. The first half of this book I didn't like as much as The Selection. It just really was annoying me, and it was very frustrating, and I felt like the main character was so indecisive that she was just absolutely driving me bonkers. But the second half really got so much better, and it ended on such a good note. I really am excited for the next one, and by the end I wasn't so annoyed with everyone, but it was just, at times. But I ended up giving this 4 stars because I liked it, but not quite as much as The Selection. Next, I picked up The Darkest Minds by Alexandra Bracken, and this was probably one of my favorite books I read during this read-a-thon. This one was 488 pages, so this was the biggest. It was so close to reaching the challenge of 500, but that's okay. So the first half of this book, I would say, I enjoyed the entire book. I really liked it, the entire book, but I didn't really crazy love it until more towards the ending. I felt like I've always liked a lot of the other, not the main character, the secondary characters and stuff, but it was really enjoyable. The whole just concept was interesting to me. I am going to be doing a book review over this. It was really good. The ending, though, was just so heartbreaking, and I don't get to get the next one until October, so that's very frustrating. But this one is amazing, 5 stars. Then I picked up In Time, which was a novella by Alexandra Bracken, and that one was, I believe, 89 pages, and oh my goodness, guys. Best novella I've ever read. It was so fantastic. Most of the time when I read novellas, they're just very light, little short reads that are about a character we already know, but it's just from, say, a different perspective or something. It's just a little bit more information, and they're usually enjoyable. Oh man, this novella, I cried. The first novella I've ever cried in, and within just 89 pages, Alexandra Bracken already got me so invested in this one character. Oh man, so it was fantastic. I like that we had a new character that met up with an older character that we already met in The Darkest Minds. That was so nice, and I don't feel like this is, I feel like you have to read this novella. I don't feel like how, I mean, I think a lot of novellas are kind of optional usually. I think so. I don't feel like it would hurt the story if you didn't read them. This novella, though, is a little different. I feel like you would really be confused later on if you hadn't have read it. So if you've read The Darkest Minds, I definitely recommend you read In Time. So freaking good. Oh man, it kind of broke my heart. Then I picked up Pita Ten Volume 2, and I read the first one, I think, back in May, and this was really good. I liked the first one, I really liked this one, I gave it 5 stars. It's just such a fun, it's just so different, and I just really like these. I have Volume 3, and I think my library has the next 7 after that, so I'll probably just continue reading these. They're interesting and fun. Oh, by the way, that one was 178 pages. And then that was it for the books that I finished. I did start Sense and Sensibility by Jane Austen, and I was listening to the audiobook. And this would have taken care of 3 challenges, but I didn't finish. The audiobook was going so slowly, and if I turned it up, it was so hard to like understand that I couldn't turn it up. I am going to finish this, but it's going to take me a while. So this is something I'm going to be working on a little at a time, and I'm sure it's going to take me a long time to read this. It's like 330 something pages, and I'm enjoying it so far. I am, but it's going to be a while. So this, yeah, but I did end up reading 54 pages of it total. That was 7 books total I finished, including the novellas and the manga. So that gave me a total of 1,854 pages. I'm very happy with that. I'm sad a little at first. I was sad that I didn't reach the 2,100 goal, but I had so much fun doing this. But I think since I went camping the last 3 days, I really wanted just to have fun with my family and Jake's family and stuff, and I didn't want to just be inside the camper the whole time reading, so that's why I didn't reach it probably. Like, I didn't really read that much yesterday. But 1,800, that's pretty freaking good. I've never read that much in a week. So thank you, Ariel and Raylene, for creating this. If I think you're talking about doing it again, I would totally do it again. It was a lot of fun. I read a lot of great books this week. So I want to do a lot of book reviews. So let me know below, guys, what you would really like to see from me for sure. I'm for sure going to be doing the Harry Potter Chamber of Secrets book discussion, just like I did the first one. And I'd really like to do like the Darkest Minds book review really soon, like book discussion. But let me know if you want to see something else. Like, let me know what you'd like to see first, because I'm going to try this week after work and stuff, and when I'm not like wedding planning still. So go down below and comment on what you'd most like to see me review in the upcoming week of the books I just read this week. I read a ton of really good ones. And that's it. So I will see you guys really soon with my next book review.